Rooted and rising family, welcome back. Take a breath. Settle in. This message is not quite a message, it's a story. One inspired by Tarot, woven from its energy and shaped into something to be felt and experienced. Take from it what resonates and allow the rest to pass. Now let's begin. Rooted in rising family, this is the Empress and the Tyrant King. Savrina stood at the edge of a quiet well, its waters dark and endless, reflecting not just her face, but every version of herself she had ever been. The girl who believed too quickly, the woman who stayed too long, the Empress who finally learned to walk away. The air was still, but her heart was not, because even in her knowing, even in her clarity, there was grief. Not the kind that begged her to return, but the kind that lingered, asking softly, "Why did I ever love him at all?" The well held her gaze, and in its depth, it showed her truth. There had been a morning when his coldness could no longer be mistaken for anything else. "You will not speak to me as though you were equal in this space," Emir had said, his hand closing around her arm, just firm enough to remind her. Not love, correction. Not closeness, control. Savrina had not pulled away, but something within her had. That had been the beginning. Then came the night of the ball. The great hall shimmered with light, music curling through the air as nobles moved in careful elegance beneath towering chandeliers. Savrina sat beside Emir at his right, adorned, seen, placed, but not held. He acknowledged her when expected, spoke when required, but never reached. She had learned to exist beside him, but not within him. And that night, someone noticed. Balin. He moved through the room without seeking attention, yet something in his presence caused the space to adjust around him. To most, he was a general, a man of rank, a man who served, and yet, when he stood before her, there was no hesitation. "Empress Savrina," he said, bowing with quiet precision, "may I have this dance?" Savrina glanced toward Emir. A small nod. Permission, nothing more. And so she rose, placed her hand in Valen's, and stepped into something she did not yet understand. The dance was controlled, measured, but within it, something shifted. Valen did not try to impress her. He did not pull her in. He simply met her fully. "You are not here tonight," he said softly. Savrina's breath shifted. "And yet, I am exactly where I am meant to be." "That's not the same thing," he replied. And something in her knew that. When the music softened, he did not release her immediately. "Walk with me," he said. And this time, she did not refuse. The balcony opened into night air that felt honest in a way the hall did not. For a moment, neither spoke. Then, "You have already begun to leave," Valen said. Savrina turned sharply. "You presume much. I recognize what it looks like when someone has outgrown where they stand." Silence. Then, "Some things are not easily left." "No," he said, "but they are left in the spirit long before the body follows." That was the moment, the fracture. "Savrina!" Emir's voice cut through the night, sharp, controlled, final. Valen stepped back. Empress Savrina returned. Emir's hand closed around her, firm, possessive. "You forgot yourself," he said quietly. Savrina did not resist, but something within her did not return. And now, at the well, she understood. That was where it began. Time moved, not in sudden shifts, but in quiet distance. Empress Savrina remained beside King Emir, but she no longer met him there. Where she once responded, she now observed. Where she once reached, she now remained still. It was not rebellion. It was absence, and he felt it. They stood one day in the upper hall. "You've grown distant," Emir said. Savrina did not deny it. "You stand before me," he continued, "but you are not with me." "Yes," she said, "that is true." His jaw tightened. "You've forgotten yourself." "No," she answered. "I have remembered myself." Silence, sharp. "You are here because I allow it. And I remained because I believed something in you would rise to meet me." A pause. It didn't. And that was the end. because not long after, Valen returned. "And who walks into my hall?" Amir demanded. "A king," Valen answered. Steel was drawn. The first clash split the air, hard, immediate. Ymir struck with force, fury driving every moment, his blade meant to overwhelm and dominate. Valen met him with control. Each strike deflected, redirected, measured. They circled, clashed again. Steel ran through the hall. King Ymir pressed harder, driving forward with power and rage. Valen yielded only enough to reposition, never losing control, only shifting it. "You think you can walk into my kingdom and take what is mine?" Ymir roared. Valen turned his blade aside. "I did not come to take what was yours." Another strike. "I came because she chose." That enraged him. Ymir surged forward. Strikes faster now, more brutal, less controlled. Valen adapted, waited, watched, then turned the momentum. A pivot, a strike, nearly disarming him. But Ymir forced back in, abandoning distance for force. The fight turned close, violent, unforgiving, still, impact, breath. King Ymir overextended. Valen saw it, turned it, and struck. The blade left Ymir's hand, but he did not stop. He came forward anyway, and Valen met him again, until finally he ended it, forced him down, held, contained. "Finish it," Ymir said. Valen did not. "I did not come for your death." He stepped back. "I came for her freedom." King Ymir rose slowly. "You are no mere king." Valen's gaze held steady. "No." A pause. "I am Valen, king of the Wolf Dominion." The name carried weight. A kingdom of alphas, of warriors, of rulers who did not bow and did not fall. And Ymir understood. To pursue him would be war, and not one easily won. Empress Savrina stepped forward. "You lost me long before tonight, Ymir." No hesitation, no softness. "When you mistook my devotion for your right, when you mistook my presence for permission." She turned and did not look back. Valen did not reach for her. He stood and allowed her to come, and she did. Behind her, the past ended. Before her, something real began. Because the Empress had chosen, and 2 kings had fought for her. But only one knew how to stand beside her without trying to own her. As always, stay rooted, stay rising, unaligned with all the divine gifts ahead.